Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a story that has absolutely shaken the world's most powerful institutions to their core, the Epstein files. So, where did this all kick off? Well, the story truly erupted when the U.S. Justice Department unsealed over 3 million pages of documents. Just imagine that, a tidal wave of secrets suddenly crashing into public view, implicating some of the most powerful people on the planet. And that, of course, raises a really chilling question, right? Why are some of the most powerful people in the world so afraid of what's in these files? It's time to find out what secrets they've been hiding. To really get a handle on the true weight of these files, we have to start with the man who sat right at the center of this whole disturbing web, Jeffrey Epstein. You know, Jeffrey Epstein's origin story is frankly unbelievable. How does a college dropout teaching math suddenly become the trusted financial advisor to a billionaire like Leslie Wexner? That improbable leap is what opened the door to his immense wealth and influence. At the heart of his operation was this 7-story mansion right in one of New York's most exclusive neighborhoods. And the most stunning detail, it was reportedly given to him by his client for $0. This wasn't just a home, it was his headquarters for blackmail. So how did he allegedly leverage this property? Well, the method was chillingly simple. Step 1. Invite powerful guests. Step 2. Secretly record them in rooms that were rigged with hidden cameras. And step 3. Use those recordings for blackmail and control. Okay, now let's look at the web he spun. The names that appear in these files are just staggering. A list that cuts across royalty, technology, and the highest levels of politics. First up, Britain's Prince Andrew. He was accused of sexually assaulting a 17-year-old on 3 separate occasions, and the resulting scandal was so enormous he was stripped of his royal titles and forced from public life. Then there's Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates. His multiple meetings with Epstein and even flights on his private jet have been cited as a significant factor in his divorce from Melinda French Gates. The files also contain an email in which Epstein invited tech mogul Elon Musk to his private island, promising what he called the wildest party. Now, Musk reportedly declined that invitation. And to really understand the sheer scale of these connections, consider this. Former U.S. President Donald Trump's name appears a jaw-dropping 4,500 times in these documents, linked to various allegations stretching back decades. And believe me, the list doesn't stop there. It reads like a who's who of global influence. Former President Bill Clinton, Google co-founder Sergey Brin, entrepreneur Richard Branson, and even public intellectuals like Noam Chomsky are all mentioned. But this web didn't just span the Western world. No, the files also revealed several surprising and high-profile connections to India. For instance, Indian businessman Anil Ambani allegedly visited Epstein's New York mansion back in 2019. According to the documents, Epstein described Ambani as Modi's guy to Trump's advisor Steve Bannon, suggesting Ambani wanted to work with the administration. India's current petroleum minister Hardeep Singh Puri is also named. Emails and calendar entries show 3 meetings with Epstein between 2015 and 2017, though it's important to note this was before he became a minister in the government. But perhaps the most bizarre claim came directly from Epstein himself. In a 2017 email, he boasted that he had personally advised Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, claiming Modi danced and sang in Israel because of his suggestion. However, as you can probably guess, this claim was met with a swift and sharp denial. India's foreign ministry immediately refuted it, dismissing the assertion as the nonsense of a convicted criminal and calling it completely baseless. So, despite these stunning revelations, the full story is far from complete. The case is shrouded in mystery, conspiracy, and a number of very unsettling questions that still remain unanswered. I mean, think about the strange coincidences here. Epstein died mysteriously in his jail cell. Another key associate, Jean-Luc Brunel, also died in prison. To date, the only person who's really faced significant jail time is Epstein's partner, Ghislaine Maxwell. It just begs the question, were key figures silenced to protect others? And here's what might be the most frustrating part. We're still looking at an incomplete puzzle. An estimated 40% of the files in this case remain sealed, hidden from public view. We've only seen a fraction of the full story. This leaves us with one final, haunting question. With so much evidence still locked away, what other secrets and what other names are still being protected? The really scary part is, we may never know the full truth.